everybody, I'm Katallina, and today we're here to talk about episode 1 of Yakuza Fiancee. Of the many shows that I was hoping to cover this season, this was one of the shows that I was most excited about potentially having on my channel, and although my schedule has not been as convenient as I would have liked over the last 48 hours, I absolutely had to get a video out about it today because the first episode has released and I am thoroughly pleased. This did everything that I was hoping that it would do, and definitely has the kind of vibe that I'm looking forward to following as the season progresses. Of course, we are only on episode 1, and I'm going to be giving things 3, so I don't want to be arrogant and be like, oh, this is going to be perfect, because, I mean, it could have issues, we'll see. But so far, uber promising, definitely top 3 of the season for me so far. Absolutely loved this. And I'm very happy to be saying that because I know that Studio Dean is one of the studios that can get a mixed result from viewers, and I understand that they do a lot of different projects, so that's not surprising. But my memory and connection with them, of course, is through Remonster, which I absolutely adored in spring season. That doesn't automatically guarantee that this was going to be fantastic, but given the positive experience I had last time, and the way that I loved this premise, I had to check this out. So, what did I think? Well, I think that this is going to be really fun. I was concerned initially that our leading lady wasn't going to be up to the challenge of dealing with a character like Kirishima, but fortunately, as the story progresses, we see more about her, we see her adapt to her environment, and we see her essentially turn up the temperature of her own behavior and her own attitudes to match what's going on around her. She kind of chameleons, which I thought was really interesting. I don't blame her though. I mean, when you think about this kind of situation and this kind of lifestyle from a female perspective, it's much smarter to start on the smaller scale and then see how loud you need to turn up the volume to really deal with everything that's going on. There's also the question of whether she actually did what she claimed to have done by the end of the episode, or whether she got the money that we saw at the end through another means, because we obviously don't see a scar, and as far as I'm concerned, the idea of Chicky selling her kidney to get money is akin to, like, if I didn't see you go through that, if I didn't see you going into a building or something, I'm not going to believe it any more than I believe a character is dead unless I see the bullet enter them in fiction. Sorry, nope. I'm not saying you didn't do it, but I am saying you haven't convinced me that you did. But that's just the thing about a character like Yoshino, because I mean, initially, she seems like she's just trying to live as normal and as sweet and as good a life as possible. She's definitely shaken up when she sees Kirishima actually involved in fighting. We see that twice, once with her seeing it in passing out a window, and then in the alley when he's dealing with the people who attack her. And we also see her deal with bullying at school and stuff, and we see her taking her time and assessing things. She seems like she's somebody who's very smart and very capable of thinking things through before she does them. So that might be the other reason why I'm kind of in the middle on buying into whether she actually did something as insane as sell one of her organs. I'm not going to say she's necessarily outright lying, but I'm not fully convinced. As for our leading man, Kirishima, oh my god, dude, you are absolutely as much of a hot mess as I anticipated, and it's going to be fun watching just what you're going to actually do going forward, because I was a little concerned you might be a bit too much for our girl. When I first came in here, I'm thinking this seems kind of uneven and mismatched, and I mean, had that continued, especially long term, we would absolutely have a problem, because that kind of thing just gets boring. The kind of David versus Goliath relationship. It's not even about it being healthy. There is nothing here that's gonna be healthy. This is absolute frickin' storytelling junk food on the romance front. But I mean, if you're gonna do that kind of thing, you gotta at least make it interesting. The burger has to be as good as the fries, dude. And fortunately, as I was saying, it seems like we're gonna get that, which is fantastic. One thing I didn't realize or expect about this character is that he seems to have some kind of underlying masochism streak. I mean, I expected this guy to be somebody who enjoyed beating the crap out of people and being in control and all this stuff. And while there is an aspect of him that seems very cool with all of that and seems to be a-okay with that kind of reality, he also seems like he's very bored if the girl in his life is normal. So to see Yoshino actually like kick it up a notch and go after things in the way that she did was really funny. I felt for her in that moment where she calls her grandpa, or where the grandpa called her, actually, I think it was, and they're talking and he's all like, stay there for a year, and I'm thinking, oh my god, dude, do you not understand how annoying this is? But I mean, she ultimately just totally stepped up, and that was great. I know I'm absolutely all over the place with this review, but what I can tell you is that if you're looking for something wholesome and pure and clean and sweet and fluffy, this is not your place. This is gonna be something completely else. If you are looking for a hot mess where a guy and a gal have essentially met their match and we're gonna see just how weird and crazy things can get between them, if you can separate what we would ideally want in reality from the kind of, as I said, more junk food kind of fare that some people enjoy in a fictional setting, then grab a chair, grab a snack, and watch this with us this season. It's going to be so fun. Anyway, I am super thrilled with this one, but I'd love to know whether you watched it and what you're thinking, so drop a comment below and let me know, and I'll talk to you in the next video. See you later. Bye!